creatures of the night. I'm just now coming home from Dallas not too long ago. Before I ended up leaving, I had to go see the Ooze Zilla Fatu, and then I brought my black ass home about 3 hours or so away. Last night after Collision, I just wasn't feeling it. I was just like not happy about things because I've been for the past 5 weeks been going from show to show, in total of 9 wrestling shows. Went to Nigel McGuinness magic show. Went to go to the sign in for Zilla, and I've been like literally been trying to just have the best time ever, and I actually have. However, last night, it being the last show that I was going to, I was just hoping that this would probably, I don't want to say be the best, but just for everything to just end on a really great note and me go home and be happy. And it just didn't turn out like that. Now, yesterday, I don't know what was going on in the area other than Collision, but I mean, traffic was like not moving. It was just not moving. And I didn't make it inside that building until about 4 minutes before the show started. And I probably would have been even later if I didn't tell the Uber driver to just let me get off because I was over it. I went in there, got in there, went to look for my seat, and when I went to go look for my seat, I'm just like, hold on, I'm supposed to be the last person in this row, and for whatever reason, they did not have seat 14. And I was just like, okay, so I went to go tell the people what was going on. Then they went to go get this guy. There's this guy who's been there, who works for AEW, who's always at the show or whatever. And he's always making conversation with me or whatever. And then he comes over and he walked right past me. And he goes to the guy, who needs help? And then I was like, I need help. And he goes, oh, you? Oh, baby, let me take care of you. And I'm just like, well, that would be nice. Do you cook? Can you clean? Do you know how to separate laundry? I would love that. Now, anyway, he takes me to get better seats, and I appreciate it because I went from row 3 to row 2. Better, but, first row already taken. Anyway, first match was Britt Baker versus Harley Cameron, and I missed it because of the whole seat fiasco, but I went back and watched it when I got home. And to be honest, I don't care. I just didn't care for this. Something about it where just like, I was like, oh man, DMD's gonna wipe the arena with her ass, and it really didn't feel like it. Matter of fact, Harley Cameron looked comfortable as fuck. I haven't even seen Harley in like 8 matches, and that's just real talk for me who don't miss anything. I haven't even seen her in 8 matches, so this was interesting to see Britt Baker kind of just playing around in the ring and not really being what we know to get from her. It was just a little bit off for me. After she wins, obviously, because she had that match with CEO, here comes CEO coming out with Camille. Camille is walking up to her, and DMD got a kendo stick, goes to go hit her with it, but she ends up breaking it with her leg and everything, then go give her a pump kick. I mean, DMD got her ass whooped, and CEO was standing tall. That made me feel a little nervous, because I'm just like, oh, okay, well, I don't know what's going to happen, but that's kind of making me feel like maybe DMD just getting her ass whooped first because she's gonna win at all, and don't know, and honestly I don't care. Now, we need to talk about this Ring of Honor Tag Foolishness Championship match. I can't even believe it. I can't believe it. And I don't want to get into a rant here, but I, unlike a lot of wrestling fans, I'm not just here to have fun and just watch the show. I'm a little bit more critical, and I'm always just looking for what makes sense, what don't make sense, and just kind of thinking like what could have been done to be better when it comes to these shows. Ring of Honor has been, also doing their shows. I've been going to the tapings and everything. The tapings have been great, and seeing the shows on the Honor Club, they've actually looked really great. So I do encourage people to go ahead and check them out because they've been doing a great job. However, Dustin Rhodes, Sammy Guevara just got here like 4 weeks ago. Dustin just got into Ring of Honor 4 weeks ago as well. He ended up winning the 6-man tag championships with the Von Erichs. And, congratulations, whoop-de-doo. And then all of a sudden they kept doing this thing where it's like Sammy Guevara was like, "Oh, I really want to earn your friendship. Maybe we can be a tag team together." I was like, "Why the fuck are you bothering Dustin about being in a tag team with him when he just already won the 6-man tag championships?" But you know what? I think much of it I let it go. Then all of a sudden, I think maybe Wednesday or something, they said that there was going to be a match between the Kingdom and Dustin and Sammy. And I was like, all right, well, Dustin and Sammy gonna get their ass whooped. I'm cool with it. And then here comes the match. Match is going great or whatnot. And I'm just like, all right. I expect a really great show, with these guys. And then after a while, start getting a little bit weird. All of a sudden, here is a whole bunch of people just start coming. Beast Mortos came out. Who else was it? A whole bunch of them, like a lot of the heels, Bishop Khan, Toa Leona, and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden, the baby faces come out trying to even things up. And when the conglomeration come out, the whole shit is fucked up. All right. So now at this point, I am not happy about this at all. And that's just like, you know what? That's okay. The Kingdom, they got this. They got this. The whole time I am screaming. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I kind of forgot where I was, and I was acting a fool over there, okay? I was just acting a damn fool over there, just kind of like as if I was at home and nobody's watching me. And I was getting upset. And then all of a sudden, here comes Sammy and Dustin taking the win. And I was just like, I know these motherfuckers did not just win the tag championships. I know they did not. And I should have known. They're from Texas. Okay, and the mayor, whoever the mayor is, he was sitting there front row watching the Texas boys get titles and shit. And I was just like, I should have known this is where it was going. And let's just say, for storyline purposes, Sammy, Dustin, they just got into the whole Ring of Honor thing. They're already winning titles and shit. Dustin and Sammy, I don't got no issues with them. But when we're thinking about a show and what makes sense, it just seems like y'all did all this thing so that people in Texas can be happy. And y'all gonna put a second match of the night too? And I just could not believe it. Matter of fact, I was so angry because everybody in the whole arena was jumping for joy, clapping and all this stuff, except for me in the Kingdom, obviously. And I'm just like, these motherfuckers don't understand what just happened here. So I called King Leo during his live stream, and here's my reaction.
I know Tati is out there booing. Speaking of which, are you booing right now?
No, did you see this shit?
I did. The chat is going. I got you on speaker now, so the chat can hear you. I got you on speaker, so the chat can hear you. I just say you about to be losing your shit.
This nigga already had the shit.
Oh man, double.
I can't even believe it. I knew it because Sammy Guevara and Dustin, these niggas are from Texas. That's why they gave them the title. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
Oh man, I know. Please tell me you booing, because that's what everybody in the chat said. If Fletcher said I'm out,
I am booing. I've been screaming the whole fucking match, screaming.
Oh, the chat is
screaming, y'all, and then everybody over here clapping and cheering and shit. These motherfuckers don't even know what the fuck is going on.
Holy shit. The chat is going crazy. They are laughing right now as you going on.
I can't believe I can leave right now. I can motherfucking leave right now.
Nah, don't do it. There's still some more to come. There's still some more bullshit left. You gotta stay for the coach.
I can't even believe it. This is wild to me. It really is. But Tony Khan, I'm meeting you after the show.
Holy shit. You gonna have a talk with him or nah?
What the fuck is this? Man, I don't know, man.
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
Oh man, the whole chat said the same thing. I'm sitting over here.
Oh my God.
And he said Taven didn't even look happy when he came to the ring.
I don't even know what to say right now. Like I said, I could have gone home right now.
Holy
shit.
shit.
The show is shit. That's what it is.
Oh man.
I cannot believe it.
This is crazy. I didn't think they was gonna win it. I was like, I did say I'd like to see a title change on the weekend show.
No.
But no, not like this.
Been gone all motherfucking year.
They rewarded him with a title as soon as he came back.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm over it.
Oh my God.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. And then when I came in here, tell me how they didn't even have a seat for me.
They didn't have a seat.
Right. I didn't have a seat in my robe. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Am I going to be sitting here in these tall ass heels all night? Y'all better find me a seat.
Holy shit. Did they get, where did they get, where they sit you at? They got you in prime area, right? At least.
I know that, well, that guy that's always playing with me that worked for the company, as soon as he saw it was me, he's like, oh, baby, let me take care of you. I was like, well, you better. I was in it too.
But he sat you in the ring. He sat you ringside so you can see that bullshit. Oh man, Ballet said next up is Charlotte Flair. No, we don't need that. They better not give her a title.
Oh man, I'm done.
She said, I'm done. Oh, Fletcher said adios or bye bye bye.
I'm done. Like I said, I'm waiting for Tony Khan in the parking lot for this one.
Holy shit. Ballet said the governor, Dustin Rhodes, has another title.
I am heated right now.
Holy shit. Man, what else can they do tonight? They got to make it better. They got to think that people ain't really happy out there.
Bro, I had to call you because I knew people understand. Motherfuckers over here don't know anything.
Oh, no, we knew. I said, if when you watch this back, I'm going to be like, yo, Tati is not happy right now. She better, right?
I will be going on.
Right when I said you better be booing, you literally called right when I said you better. I said, I know Tati's in there booing right now. Oh, man. And Fletcher, and I said if Fletcher called it because he saw Matt Taven's face when he walked out.
I can fix that for him. Actually, I'm going to the back after the show. I'll see who's gonna come with me to my hotel room tonight. That's the only way that's gonna help.
Hey, it might cheer him up. Go ahead and start spamming them pictures.
Wow. All right, let me let you go. They're going back on air in 15 seconds.
Okay.
All right.
So now after this, we do have Hologram, and then Helico. And I'm just gonna be real with y'all. We were fucking tired. Everybody, I was tired for blowing a gasket. And everybody else, like after getting a tag championship match and then y'all doing all this stuff and having the titles change hand, everybody going crazy or whatever, the energy in the room died down. And this is no shade to Hologram and Helico, but it was just like the order of the matches, like y'all really going to put that second match of the night and then now y'all want people to just keep that energy going that whole night. It just wasn't the same. Now, I mean, the match wasn't bad. Hologram doing his little flips and tricks and stuff like that, but in Helico, he's really, really great. So if y'all don't watch Ring of Honor, you're missing in Helico. And I'm looking at the cartoon. I'm just like, y'all just bringing everybody on Ring of Honor to come get their ass whooped. That's what that is. And honestly, I'm not understanding the point of that. You know, Tony Khan owns both companies. And whenever it's time to make people shine on AEW, the AEW originals, if that's what that's supposed to be, y'all want to go bring the people that's typically on Ring of Honor to get their ass whooped on the show. I don't get it. I don't know. Anyway, the match, like I said, the energy died down, so no one seems to have cared as much. And, Hologram ends up taking the win. Like, who is surprised about that? But still, great effort. But at that point, I had the most angriest look on my face for the rest of the show. I really did. So now we had Chris Jericho with that high-ass yellow jacket blinding everyone. Long story short, Dynamite's going to be in Wales on Wednesday. And he's going to be having a match with Tommy Billington, which is the nephew of the Dynamite Kid. That guy looked just like him. He's really talented. So if y'all haven't seen him, look him up on YouTube. And he's already had like 2 matches on AEW already. And he's going to be going against Chris Jericho. And I'm just like, holy shit. I don't see him winning, but I just don't want him to look like a loser because he's really, really talented. And Chris Jericho, I feel like he don't do nobody no favors in the ring at all. Speaking of no favors, after this, Jackson Perry come out and he goes against some guy. I didn't catch his name because I was so into this comment. They, instead of billing him from wherever the fuck he's from, they go on and say that he's on DallasMatch.com. And I was just like, I'm gonna get my phone and see what's going on. Because, you know what? I've been going to Dallas for the past 5 weeks. And nobody even came up to my hotel room. Nothing. Oh, my God. Matt Taven, you didn't even call me to say, hey, I'm not feeling well after losing the tag championships. You come over to my room. That would have been lovely. Let me move on. Jackson Perry come out there and in like what a minute beat this guy up. And after this, he brings out a body bag, and I was like, "Oh, a body bag! Don't threaten me with a good time, Jackson Perry. I'm cool with whatever this is." He has like white spray paint, sprays the guy's face, half of the face, just like how Darby normally sprays his face, and I guess symbolizing that this loser is Darby Allin. Puts him in a body bag, but then Jackson Perry also have something in his hand. This is the new looking TNT title, and I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was just like too angry to even care. But when I got a good look at it, not too long ago, a few minutes ago, I was just like, oh, this is alright. Maybe for me, somebody like me, I'm cool with how the title looks. But maybe other people might not like it. I like it. It's really dark and kind of gives you that evil bad guy vibe. I'm cool with it. Jackson Perry, even though I love Darby Allin, I would actually like to see him retain at All In. Now, I think I've messed up the order, but Eddie Kingston was out here talking about, well, he didn't come out. He was at home with his leg propped up because he had surgery. And a lot of people actually thought that Eddie Kingston was going to be at the show. I don't want to say I thought that, but then I knew he was going to be on the show because they did mention about Eddie Kingston. We hear from Eddie Kingston, but I don't think they said we're going to hear from Eddie Kingston from his couch. Now, obviously, he's just going on and talking about Danielson and how the Danielson that he knows is not the Danielson that he's been seeing lately that's going to be going in the ring with Swerve, and how if he don't get his shit together, he is going to end up retiring at All In. It was nice to see you, Eddie, but yeah, I don't know what all this was about. Anyway, we had Claudio Castagnoli versus Lio Rush, and I'm looking at this, I'm just like, Leo, it's nice knowing you. Actually, this was actually a pretty entertaining match. Had fun with this, and with the crowd participation, I'm getting Claudio to do the giant swing on Lio Rush 3 times because we said so. That was cool too. I really do enjoy both of these guys. Claudio, he amazes me with him being a tall, lean guy. It always seems like he might not be able to be the best competition for certain people in the ring, but he always works well with everybody. I don't know a bad Claudio Castagnoli match. Like, he's really, really great. Lio Rush, much smaller, but really, really quick on his feet. And it's great to have been seeing him in AEW these past few weeks, and he's been killing it. I absolutely enjoy seeing Lio Rush. But y'all already know Claudio has a match with Okada next week on Dynamite, which will be in Wales. I think I said that. And the title, the Continental title, is going to be on the line. So why would he be losing? So he ends up taking the win here, but he does give him his props. Now, I just want to say this. When Lio Rush came out, Top Flight came out with them ugly ass costumes. Yes, I said it, costumes. They just, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. They came out to show off their little look or whatever, and I'm just like, whoever your stylist is, fire them or take them shits back to Party City. Now, after this, we do have Mariah May, who comes out. There's already a young lady in the ring. Didn't catch her name. And before I could take out my phone to even like record anything, the shit was already over. Like, this was like less than a minute. And I was just like, oh, so this is what we're doing? Okay. Another squash match. Great. Now, we do have Toni Storm, who has her little film, black and white as usual. And actually, this is probably my favorite one that she's done. And she's talking about how she loves Mariah and how the doctor told her to go see some clown or whatever. And she's like, why should I go over there to go see the clown? He should be paying to see me. And I was like, I know, that's my girl. Don't pay to see anybody. They should be paying to see you. And rightfully so. She is ready for Mariah. And I am really ready to see what these two girls got. The storyline has been absolutely done beautifully for the most part. And, the match, I could only imagine like them having a really solid match. It's just going to be what's going to be so beautiful about this whole thing, to see it all come to this point. And I can't wait to see Mariah obviously being upset about the whole promo that Tony did on her. So she ends up taking the shoe and beating up that poor girl that's already in the ring. Lord have mercy. Great. Mariah, Tony, whatever happens here at All In, I can't imagine they fuck it up. But it's been really, really great to see a nice, solid storyline with the ladies. I can't wait to see what's more to come for the women's division in AEW. All right, main event. FTR versus the Acclaimed Daddy Asses out there, and I can appreciate that Daddy Ass. You're like in your 60s and you look good as fuck, and I appreciate that. Now, whoever wins this match goes against the Young Bucks at All In for the AEW tag titles, and I'm already a bitter Betty about my team losing their tag titles earlier in the night, so I'm just like, I can care less which one of you motherfuckers actually win. I'm gonna say this. I think, like I said, I'll be a little bit more critical compared to others because I ended up just watching this match back again. The chemistry, I feel like, was there for like 2/3 of the match. I think towards the end, something happened where it was just like they were just getting so excited or really trying to make sure that they keep this thing going for the 30-minute time limit. And there's a lot of hiccups towards that last third of the match where it's just like, y'all need to calm down, slow down a little bit because y'all just all over the place. And, things got lost in translation between both teams in this match at that point. I'm watching this and I'm just like, the Kingdom should just come out and just fuck it up for both of y'all. I don't care what happens here. But anyway, let me stop being a hater. Anyway, it was interesting to see the Acclaim hit FTR's Shattered Machine. It was all right. It could have been better, but it was all right. And I actually thought, like, when they did that, I was like, oh, wait a minute. They might actually win with that. That would be wild if they did. But it didn't happen. Now, they end up announcing that there's 5 minutes left. And I was like, Tony Khan, you're not going to pull this draw situation again in like a month? And to no one's surprise, that's exactly what ends up happening. They end up, getting into a draw and there is no winner. Now, for us who's watching at the show, we're booing. We're not happy about it. Oh, and speaking of booing, FTR was getting booed throughout the whole match. The crowd, this is what I'm saying. Y'all come and listen to me because I'm going to give it to you straight. But the crowd, they don't know who to cheer for, who to boo for. 1 minute they're cheering for FTR. Next minute they're booing them, cheering for the Acclaim, then booing them. They don't know. They don't know anything, you guys. Listen to me. Now, here it is where we don't know what's happening and everybody's booing. And then Tony Khan take his sweet time to come out there to tell the crowd that it's going to be those three teams go at it at All In. And I was just like, oh, interesting. Now, they end up saying that to us like a little bit after the show was over. But meanwhile, on commentary, they say that, it's those three teams at All In, whatever, whoop-de-doo. Same situation, I forgot to mention, House of Black and Bang Bang Gang, they end up doing a promo on Christian in them. And long story short, they're obviously not happy about how things ended, what was that, 2 weeks ago, with them not being able to go for the trios title. But it's been announced that by Christopher Daniels, who seems to be angry about the whole thing. If you're so angry, Christopher, then get in a damn ring and do something. He goes on to say that we're going to get the Bang Bang Gang versus the House of Black versus the Patriarchy and versus a wild card team that will be determined at Dynamite on Wednesday. And I'm just like, oh, that feels so fucking random, but all right, I'm gonna take it, whatever. We knew this is where it was going, and that's what's going to end up happening. Now, this show, I don't want to be biased. It just, it could have been better for me. Like being there, being at these wrestling shows, it's really, really great. I love it. However, some of these things just didn't make sense to me. And I was just like, well, Tony Khan, what are we doing, baby? Why are we doing these type of things? Don't feel right to me. I get it. This is the last show we had here in Texas and they wanted the Texans to be happy. I'm not no Texan. I'm a New Yorker. All right. So this is different for me, I guess. But everybody from Texas in there is all happy about, the Texas boys all holding the title, Devon Eric, Sammy, Dustin and them. You know what I mean? I get it. But it's like, in terms of what's been going on, it doesn't make sense at all. It really don't. Now, if I would have did this review last night, I would have been screaming all up in your ears. But I had a moment to cool off or whatever. And, we'll see what ends up happening from here. I wish that wasn't the case in terms of the titles changing hands, but we'll end up seeing how Dustin, 2 belts, is going to be able to defend the tag titles and also the trios titles. Y'all literally making a 55-year-old man having 2 sets of titles that he's going to have to be defending. Tony Khan, you might going to regret this real soon. Guys, thanks so much for watching my review. I'm tired. And I can't wait to just sleep in next Saturday and not having to worry about going from shows to shows to shows to shows. Tony Khan, when y'all come back, you know you got my money. And if you fuck it up again, I'm just going to have to meet you in a parking lot and let you know how to book these shows. Because, something ain't right. Guys, I'll see you guys on Wednesday for Dynamite. Bye.